Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Commander, something you need?
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Computer, give me a real-time connection to the Dreadnought Kilimanjaro. I want to speak to my mother, XO Shepard.
Shepard speak? Oh, hi. I don't have time for a personal call right now. I'm on duty.
I know what that's like. Do you remember a Lieutenant Zabывайте from the Einstein?
Ernesto? Have you heard from him? He was one of the Marines who guarded the CIC. We shared a watch. I lost track of him after there was an incident.
I've seen him here on the Citadel. Looks like he's had some hard times.
I don't doubt it. You remember the Batarian raid on Mindwar in 2170? You were in high school. The Einstein's task group responded to the Mayday. The Batarians were still pulling out when the Marines hit groundside. Zabывайте was one of the first down. He was never quite the same after.
I don't understand. What happened down there?
About every abomination that a sentient being can do to another. To a slaver, a person is just another animal. And humans aren't always liked out here. We heard about corralling, culling. They'd shoot those they couldn't use, implant control devices in the skulls of those they could, without anesthetic.
He has post-traumatic stress because of what he saw?
He tried to keep working, but it rode him. He showed up drunk on duty more and more. We couldn't always cover for him. The Alliance discharged him. Everyone knew he drank because of what he'd seen down there, even if he never talked about it. Especially because he never talked about it.
For it to have affected him that deeply, he must have been a very sensitive man.
He was. Always in laughter and tears. If you see him, tell him we still worry about him. Tell him to go to the Veterans Affairs office. I have to go. But take care of yourself. You're making us proud. Kilimanjaro out.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, Miss Al-Jilani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that, but you handled it pretty well.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. There is one other matter, however. The Citadel has been trying to play down Saren going rogue. It makes the Spectres look bad. Your mention of him was politically inconvenient.
I wasn't aware of that. I won't discuss him again, sir.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher War. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Signals coming from that down.
Careful, Shepard. I've got a bad feeling about this. Here! It's a trap!
Cover me.
This is the place. My armor's here somewhere.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Think we're good, Commander.
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap, but at least I've got it back.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
Isn't that Commander Shepard, the human Spectre?
Whatever. Spectre or no, it's always fun to see humans get pummeled in the simulator. Commander Shepard.
Commander Shepard. Welcome to Pinnacle Station. I'm Admiral Thaddeus Ahern.
I'm glad I got the invite. Where do we begin?
You'll be training in the combat simulator. After each round, you'll see how you fared against your competitors.
How does the simulator work?
Talk to Tech Specialist Auckland if you want the technical explanation. Basically, it creates combat scenarios that allow our operatives to build their skills in a safe but realistic environment.
Who will I be competing against?
The best of the best. Alliance operatives travel here from all over to try their hand at the simulator. The scores are tallied, and the winners appear on these monitors for all to see. Get your name there, and the entire Alliance will know about it.
How do I try out a combat scenario?
Go talk to Auckland over in the staging area. He'll set you up and let you choose a scenario.
Who will I be competing against?
The best of the best. Alliance operatives travel here from all over to try their hand at the simulator. The scores are tallied, and the winners appear on these monitors for all to see. Get your name there, and the entire Alliance will know about it.
So you run the station and the training here?
Last I checked. It's better than a desk job and a hell of a lot better than retirement. The facility is magnificent. It has all the technological marvels a commander needs to train the perfect soldier. The Turians give their advice. Every so often, I listen to them.
Thanks for the info.
Carry on.
Don't worry, Commander. Ahern's tough to impress.
Get me back in that simulator. Nothing makes my day like stomping synthetics.
So, you must be the famous Commander Shepard. I'm Tech Specialist Alud Akron, lead programmer on the combat simulator. Do you need something? I'm sure I have a few minutes before someone forgets their password and comes crying to me for help.
So how does this work?
It's a combination of holographic images and kinetic barriers. Holographic images help you see the objects, and the kinetic barriers keep you from walking through them.
I assume the enemies are also holographic?
No. Our operatives train in a simulator by killing real, actual people. They're simulated. But I hear the kinetic slugs hurt just the same.
What am I supposed to be doing in these simulations?
That depends on the combat mode. We have time trial, capture, hunt, and survival modes.
What are the capture mode objectives?
Capture all designated control points as quickly as possible. The faster you capture all the control points, the higher your score.
What's survival mode all about?
Fend off waves of enemies for as long as possible. When the squad leader goes down, the mission ends. The longer you survive, the higher your score.
What's the goal in the hunt mode?
Defeat as many enemies as you can before the countdown timer reaches 0. You get additional time for every enemy you defeat. The more enemies you kill, the higher your score.
What's my mission in time trial mode?
You and your squad must defeat all enemies as quickly as possible. The quicker you defeat all the hostiles, the higher your score.
I've got it.
Splendid.
What's with the attitude?
I'm a technical genius on a station full of soldiers who only respect battlefield prowess. It's more than a little frustrating.
You help keep these soldiers at their best. That's extremely valuable.
I suppose so. It would just be nice to get credit for it once in a while.
Let's try a new simulation.
New competitors are restricted to low-impact missions till they learn the ropes. The infirmary was starting to complain. Which combat mode? Time trial, capture, survival, or hunt?
Capture.
You have your choice between the volcanic or tropical courses.
Set me up with the volcanic course.
Fine. We give you some dummy grenades and Medigel. If you try to use a real grenade, I will turn off every safety measure this simulator had.
Get to the point and keep it, at all costs. Kill 'em all. That looked like it hurt. All pain, no gain. That's the way. Never knew I hit it. That looked like it hurt. Nice shot. That looked like it hurt.
I've lost shields!
Bring it on. All pain, no gain. All pain, no gain. All pain, no gain. Good work, Shepard.
Don't worry, Commander. Ahern's tough to impress.
Go pester Ahern, human. I'm on duty.
Heading out.
I've lost shields! Look out! Go, go, go!
Think we're good, Commander.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise, the Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hulking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
On my way. Heading out.
On my way.
route.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the...
Father Kyle says we biotic.
Nobody cares about us biotics. We have to look out for each other.
We can't trust the Alliance. Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
Just because we're biotics doesn't mean we don't deserve to be treated fairly.
Father Kyle says other humans are scared of us because they know we're better than them.
Father Kyle says other humans are scared of us because they know we're better than them.
Charged and locked.
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together. Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
Don't try anything. We're watching you. Don't try anything. We're watching you.
We can't trust the Alliance. The Alliance wants to wipe us out. Father Kyle told us.
We can't trust the Alliance. Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers. Just because we're biotics doesn't mean we don't deserve to be treated fairly.
Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle. We can't trust the Alliance.
Don't try anything.
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
I'm on it.
Father Kyle's... Those other men from the Alliance tried to kill Father Kyle. Just because we're biotics doesn't mean we don't deserve to be treated fairly.
Ready.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers. Those other men from... Father Kyle says we can't trust the Alliance. We can't trust the Alliance.
Everyone looks at us like we're... Nobody cares about us biotics. We have to look out for each other.
On your order, Shepard. Lead on, Commander. Ready.
Nobody cares. Don't try anything. Nobody cares about us by...
I'm on it.
Those other men... Father Kyle, we can't trust.
Ready.
Those are...
On your order, Shepard.
Those are... We can't trust the Alliance.
The Alliance just if you the Alliance wants to if you try to biotics can feel safe here. Just the Alliance wants to wipe us out. Father Kyle told us. But the Alliance wants to wipe us out. Father Kyle told us. The biotics if you try to take Father Kyle
safe
just because we're biotics doesn't mean we don't deserve to be treated fairly.
Father Kyle says other humans are scared of us because they know we're better than them.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like the...
Ready.
Don't try anything. We're watching you. Everyone looks at us like the Alliance sent assassins to kill Father Kyle, but we stopped them.
Those other men from the Alliance? Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
Don't try anything. Everyone looks at us like we're freaks, just because the Alliance... Everyone looks at us like nobody cares about us biotics. We have to look out for each other.
Those other men from... Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
But just because the Alliance biotics can...
Lead on, Commander.
Send us. Nobody cares about us biotics. We have to look out for each other.
Father Kyle says we biotics have to stick together.
We can't trust the Alliance.
The Alliance wants to wipe us out. Father Kyle told us. Just because we're biotics doesn't mean we don't deserve to be treated fairly.
Everyone looks at us like we're freaks, just because we have biotics. The Alliance sent assassins to kill Father Kyle, but we stopped them.
Just because we're biotics doesn't mean we don't deserve to be treated fairly.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you're endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack, and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.